Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So great to have you with us for this Monday, the 24th day of June, the year 2019. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry, coming alive and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York. As I chat to you as what's happening in the world of sports. We have a lot to do today. We have a lot of baseball to talk about, so let's start off right there. So that is the main topic today as we chat to you what is going on in the world of sports. Well, the Yankees winning streak has come to an end as the Yankees lost, didn't get the sweep against the Houston Astros, obviously, as they lost to in a big way. J-Hap has not been the J-Hap that we expected. Wasn't the J-Hap of last year. Gave up left in the fifth inning, gave up a lot of home runs, including that grand slam in the fourth inning. The Yankees, DJ LeMahieu continued to be an offensive machine. And by the way, their best signing by far this year of the Yankees, as even though Judge just came back, Giancarlo Stanton is coming back. The Yankees is getting healthier now, but the Yankees could afford to lose. They're in first place. They're 4 games out, and it looked like they could run away. Let's be honest, they look like they're going to run away with that division, to say the least. And that division is going to be all Yankees here on out, as they're going to have a fantastic summer. As for the Mets, their summer is not going to be great at all. And in the result, this is what happened yesterday. The Mets got a split, even though it got a split for the Cubs. This is probably the baddest feeling split you have ever seen from in my entire life. Because a lot of things, opposite of the Yankees, the things are not looking well in Mets land. And they incurred what happened yesterday after that loss, when the manager, Mickey Callaway, loses cool to one of the beat reporters, and Vargas got involved too. Vargas was threatening to knock out the reporter, and a couple of teammates was trying to restrain the manager, Mickey Callaway, and it didn't look good. Let's be honest, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And even though the manager can't behave like that. I don't know what the reporter said to make Mickey Callaway go off, but Mickey Callaway, you can't. I'm gonna be hypocritical about this, but Mickey Callaway, you cannot behave like this. You cannot behave like this. You can't. You just can't. You're the manager of the team. You have to be a lot better than that. If the reporter did not say anything personal or anything, if the reporter did not cross the line, then what you did was unacceptable. Unacceptable. Period. There's no way around it. On the other hand, I love that fire. I wish we would see more of that fire from a manager. Because honestly, that tells me you care. That's a good sign that shows me that you care. And to me, I respect him for it. But here's the problem with that. As far as I'm concerned, it's too little too late. It is too little too late. Because as far as I'm concerned, and yes, I'm a Mets fan, I feel like this season is over, and we ain't even hit July yet. We haven't hit 4th of July yet. This season is over. It's over. The hitting, I know Pete Alonso is continuing to be sensational. And the more I look at Pete Alonso, he have the way he swing the bat. I hate compare him to I hate to compare. The more I look at him, he remind me of Mark McGwire. The more I look at Pete Alonso, he remind me more of Mark McGwire. He really does. And congratulations to him, by the way, for breaking the all-time rookie record for home runs in the franchise. The record that Darryl Strawberry been holding for the last 36 years. That's a long time. And for him to break it, congratulations. Congratulations. But again, the Mets are probably 5 games under 500. 37-41. They're nowhere near the wild card. They're not. The Mets are heading to this season so far has become an abyss for the Mets. Let's face it, folks. And let's look ourselves in the mirror. The Robinson Cano has not worked out. Robinson Cano stinks. Let's face it. That's why the Yankees got rid of him. That's why the Mariners did not pay him on this contract. And as far as Edwin Diaz is concerned, I'm not impressed by how he's performed. I'm not. How many times this season that the game has been blown by the hands of the bullpen? How many times? The Mets lost another game on the hands of the bullpen. And I heard this before, and I heard this a couple of days ago. I listened to a couple of radio guys. And I agree. If I'm Jacob deGrom, I got to be saying to myself, I am sick of fucking tired. I am sick of fucking tired of pitching my ass off. And A, the offense is giving me nothing, or B, watching this garbage-ass bullpen deflate another win. Another win. How many times are starting pitching from the New York Mets go deep in the game and the bullpen cannot get the job done? They have not got the job done. I mean, enough already. And to me, the reason why this is not even Mickey Callaway's fault. I'm not blaming Mickey Callaway for this, but he won't be. He's not. His job is not safe. Forget about him for a second. The reason why the Mets season is the way it is right now is two people. And it's not Mickey Callaway. Again, Brody Van Wagen, the general manager, and Fred Wilpon, who needs to be more involved in the team. You cannot sell me a product who's been playing mediocre and expect the fans to show up. You're not going to win a World Series playing mediocre. You're not winning a World Series. You're not getting to the playoffs by playing mediocre. And by the way, stop spending. If you're going to spend the money right. How many times are you going to see an ageless guy who can't do nothing, who already passed his prime, and to expect them to spark the team? It's not going to work. You're doing that with Robinson Cano. You did that with Jose Bautista. You did that with Felix Francisco Hernandez, who was the closer. The list goes on and on and on. We don't have to go on the long list. But I am sick and tired as a Mets fan. Every time they get to the World Series a couple of years ago, they head into mediocrity. This has been going on since 1988. And at this point, enough is enough. Like, really. And if you could don't... Hey, listen. If Mickey Callaway is such a nice guy, you gotta take him out immediately. I think you gotta fire him immediately. You have to fire him immediately. Put him out of his misery. That's what, if you're the Mets, that's what you have to do right now. You gotta do something. You gotta do something, because I'll say it again. The Mets season is going to abyss, and it's not gonna get any better. It's really not. It's really not. Look where this team is heading. The Mets haven't had a road win since they swept the Marlins. That's a long time from now. It really is. When you think about it. When you really think about it. And you know what? As I'm sitting here in the month of June, even though we got a split yesterday, but the season is long gone, and it's going down the tubes. So here comes irrelevant baseball. As far as the NBA draft, let's real quickly spend a little time on the NBA draft. Let's face it, that NBA draft was so damn boring. Outside of Zion Williamson, as we all know he was going to the Pelicans, as we all know that R.J. Barrett was going to the Knicks, outside of that, it's basically boring. It was boring. And I don't spend a lot of time on the draft, but it was boring. All these drafts, whether it's the NFL, baseball, you really expect me to sit here and go through that? Come on now. And tonight is the NBA awards. Who's your MVP? Duh. Who's been the best player the whole entire year? It's a no-brainer to me. If you ask me, it's the Greek Freak. I think it's no doubt about it. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition of Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com, type in the keyword Spreaker, Andrew L. Perry, I should say. Once again, type in the keyword, go to Spreaker.com, type in the keyword Andrew L. Perry. And please follow my show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Until next time, this is Andrew Perry, always saying to you, Shalom, let peace go with you. And I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday as the weather continues to be magnificent.